Catch it. Welcome back to Catching Up with Pat.
Okay, stop.
One, two. Welcome back to Catching Up with Pat and Dan. I'm Pat.
And I'm Dan.
And this is the show where we talk about current events and what's going on around the world and random stuff.
And goofing off a lot.
Goof off is what we do in much. But what we like to do is today, to start off the episode, we like to start it off with the pounding fist bump.
Fist bumps around the house. If you're around somebody, give them a fist bump. Or if not, fist bump in the air. That works.
Don't be shy to give a fist bump. A fist bump is always good to put a smile on someone's face.
Nothing wrong with a good fist bump, I must say.
Now, today was a cool day. Me and my dad got to hang out, and we got to take the Metro.
Let me tell you something about the Metro. It saves gas. People in walkers get a little bit annoyed when you're blocking the road and they're trying to pass. People in little hover-rounds, honking.
Matter of fact, we hit a deer today. The deer went away laughing, and we had to get towed away.
Did you believe it?
Did you believe it? But
we made that one up. I don't remember.
As a matter of fact, we did go to Albuquerque.
We did go
on the outskirts where South Valley is, and we got to go to a cool growing operation that's low-key underground.
Yeah.
And just the way it was fascinating how the way they do everything.
The process. No, so what happened was we started the new year. You know what I'm saying? And I get a call from a local station DJ. He was an ex-DJ, a friend of mine, and he's telling me that they got involved with the cannabis industry here in New Mexico. A little backstory: in New Mexico, it's legal for recreational use starting last July, but there's no stores yet. So they say, hey, you can get it, just still buy it from your dealer. But now they're going to have stores. So I get called Monday. I say, hey, can you do some printing for this store? And then, it was in production, in talks. And then anyways, he had to get a hold of the owner of the business. The owner calls me yesterday. He's like, we talked on the phone. He wants me to meet him. He invites me to come to his growth operation in his spot this morning. And I took my son, Patrick, and it was amazing. Pat, tell him about it.
Yeah, we got to go, and there's many different rooms. There's a couple different rooms that where you would, so it would be moms and the kids for the plants, and there's a couple.
Oh, there's not moms and kids, but that is funny.
Yeah,
there's the mom plant. There's a mom plant,
and kids are just little
they clone them.
Baby little clones.
You guys might be smoking a clone, you guys. I'm not saying, but come to find out, they plant this tree it was like a tree, and then that plant, apparently they clip off of it and make clones,
and after that clone it becomes
another plant in itself.
A plant in itself. And so there's many different rooms, so it was fascinating to see all that stuff and just the whole geometry behind it of the way business works and the way we got to meet up with
the professional aspect. It was definitely not your local dealer.
It definitely wasn't just going to
high tech you're in a laboratory. As a matter of fact, we got to go to their laboratory,
and their laboratory was cool. They got to
stainless steel,
and it just looks like you're in a laboratory.
It was cool. And then they had grow rooms, and then there was another room, and these ladies were out there, and they were just trimming plants, and they're in like these huge totes. And it's like, hey man, I'm telling you, I'm an older guy, and I've never seen that much. And it was like a field in these rooms, a field of green. It was awesome, and they're all indoors. It was pretty cool to see. So a lot of changes here in New Mexico, and a lot of changes with Patrick and I, right, Pat?
Yeah, and one change that we got to do is we recently went on a trip at the end of 2020 and to start our year off right, and it was at Durango. And if you guys wanted to watch that video, it is on my it's on Radical Productions. But and
the train was cool, man. You got to check out his video. And also, if you get a chance, go to even summer. But the winter was magical. You guys, honestly, Rad Prods, check out his video. All you guys that are watching my stuff, it's a cool video. You guys are getting inspired, and it was an awesome Christmas.
And to end it, it's a new year and a new opportunity. And the new opportunity that we have is now, one is the marijuana business that is growing, and two is...
Well, so I also get called by a place, Mountain Air. It's a local, little bitty village. It's cool. It's like an artist kind of vibe there, and I do their shirts. They have a sunflower festival. So they have an artist guild, and they teach little kids art, and they have a screen press there. I've known these people for many, many years. They asked me, hey, yesterday, Monday also, they asked me to, if I was interested in giving basic screen printing classes up in Mountain Air. absolutely would be kind of cool. So I think you guys should keep an eye out for that on our. It'll be on Fresh Principle In, and I'll probably have episodes of it. But there's a whole bunch of new things going. Patrick's got his own merch dropping. It's selling like crazy, which is inspiring me to be like, Dad, you got to sell my merch, because I'm like, So there's going to be merch coming out from both of us, as well as something, together. We're looking at new business opportunities to work on. But other current events it's football season. Patrick happens to be a Buccaneers fan.
And Buccaneers are doing good this year.
thought?
We got
2
one
years
more
in a row.
game left versus the Carolina Panthers, and our record is doing pretty good. I'm pretty sure we're 12-4.
And then I'm a Steelers fan, and and old Ben's gonna retire.
And that's good.
It had a good run.
That is good. And who do you think's going to go to the Super Bowl? Comment down below.
Yeah.
And comment what kind of topics you guys would like to speak about.
Speaking of topics, you know what? We're going to have guests coming in. Some guests from the local community. Some guests that we might be celebrities.
Some local big names.
But there might be even global big names, because you never know. So you guys don't want to miss an episode. Definitely will be the show to watch if you want to, pre-nap time, because we're boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't miss it.
Don't miss it.
And tell a friend.
And thank you guys for watching for our first episode. And if you guys could just maybe thank you guys for watching our first episode. We appreciate it. It was very fun. We got to both hang out.
Hey, wait a second. We wanted to do a quick recap of last year, too. Now, I know all of you guys, we've all been going through this pandemic, and a lot of us have had some hardships, as the shop has as well. Patrick did. He was working at the golf course, lost that job. But it wasn't all a negative. My oldest had a car accident, but he's alive. That's a positive. We have a roof over our head. I lost a couple of my brothers over the last year, but all of us have had hardships. The thing is if we can sit there and drag each other down, but I'd much rather lift you up. So that's what really this whole show is about, really goofing and lifting you guys up and encouraging one another. Patrick's got some cool stuff. His videos are awesome.
I got some more cool videos. I got a music video coming up that I'm working on. Many cool opportunities, including this one. This is going to be a weekly show.
Yeah.
That we could put up and just get a chance to connect with us every week.
And if you have any ideas, like Patrick said, drop it in our comments.
If you have anything you want to talk about, just put it in the comments.
Yeah, and we want to goof off and make it light and airy. And we'll probably do some random remote stuff too, because we have all the cameras, we have all the stuff. Both of us, we'll take you guys on a road trip. We're gonna do a road trip in Patrick's luxury automobile
at the adventure halftime.
So anyway, yeah, and we
take pause for the adventure halftime, and it's just us right now.
Also, we wanted to introduce you to some of our sponsors we got coming up. So you guys don't. I know you're thinking who would sponsor us. We're thinking the same thing. And
if you want to sponsor,
we
can put your banner right on here.
Yeah, gift certificate to McDonald's. We're cool. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we're good.
We're good.
He's pretty good, dude.
And
hey, speaking of merch though, this is a limited production garment he's wearing. It's the Rad Prods Black. Now we're thinking this was honestly, the print shop made these prior to Christmas and literally out already. Literally out. So we don't know. We're possibly going to make another small run. Thing is, we're not going to run them and not sell them. So
if you want one, pre-order for $40, and if you don't, and if you wait till after the pre-order, they are $50.
Yeah.
So if you want to get one now, just hit up Botini the Kid or Rad Prod Films on Instagram and get your merch.
Yeah. Anyways, listen, that brings us to a close. Tonight, it's our first show. We hope to see you next week.
Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, you can tune a fish, but you can't tune a piano.
Hey, you can tune I don't like tuna.
He doesn't like fish.
I don't like fish.
Sniveler.